Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more EU4 Russia. So, we're still going on with our increasing the size of Prussia, so let's go ahead and keep that going. We've got a good bit of momentum. We took on a good war, annexed all of Poland, so now I think we turn our eyes to Brandenburg. So we can go ahead and declare a war. Unfortunately, for some reason, we do not... Oh, that's right, we can't get the Holy War because we don't have a direct province touching, which is a little bit sad. But you know what? It doesn't matter. We'll take the conquest war goal for Prussia, and while we do, we'll also take a couple pieces from Bohemia, as Prussia has claims on those too. So, with that in mind, how many troops have they got? They have about 80,000 in total. We have about the same just lying around, not including everybody else, so I think we'll be fine. Let's go ahead and fight them now. And there we go. Sound the trumpets, war is upon us. Let's go ahead and chase them down. Let's go... Yeah, let's move to the farmlands, see if we can chase them. Let's bring this 32 stack. Let's go ahead and... do we bring them forwards? I think we bring them forwards. And you know what? Let's tell Prussia to take this for us. Can't do all the work, and we don't have to. So let's go ahead and do that. We do have a little bit of money at the moment, so maybe we do something with this. Let's reinforce there. Yeah, let's spend a little bit of money while we wait. Let's go ahead and we should probably check our fort line while we fight this war. Now, the Ottomans, yeah, we've got them nicely secured over here, but I think we need to do some more in a few places. Actually, do we care about the, over here? Yeah, you know what? We're going to, protect up over here. We need another fort in this region, so we have a good zone of control there. Go across. We have steppes. We have... Where are some woods? Okay. Woods are here, woods are there. You know what? I think that will probably be the best spot. So let's go ahead and build ourselves a bastion. I think that's fairly good. Make it a little bit harder for them to get their armies past in future wars. And in the meantime, I think we should also go ahead and maybe upgrade one of these. Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea. Let's see. Defensive terrain, any of these in particular? Let's go with this one. I know it's not a defensive fort. Actually, never mind. No. Yeah. This is the one that we're going to go ahead and upgrade. So let's confirm the fort there. And I think that should be pretty good. That should allow us to have a slightly better ability to control and funnel the Ottomans when we do go to war. And unfortunately, we've lost the general. Alright, well, that's okay. We'll stand by in the meantime. We still have enough. A wonderful year for taxing. That is always good for us. And I think that's pretty much everything we need to do for this. We should go ahead and make sure we take out some of their armies. We don't want them to do too much damage to our land. Not that I'm particularly bothered. At the end of the day, a quick amount of base racing is always going to end up in our favour. We have far too many men to... Sorry, not far too many men. We have far too many forts for them to siege down. So it should be nice and easy. Let's go ahead and see. Where are you guys heading? Let's go ahead and move on in and see if we can... Yeah, if we can find them, take a comfortable battle on our terms. In fact, I think there's so few of them, we should be able to take this out fairly easily. Let's go ahead and send them there, and we'll use this as a reinforcement stack. Yeah, they're going to have some decent numbers, but we should be fine. It is in farmlands, so it's a fairly even fight. Oh, but they are stacking up a lot of men. Okay, so... maybe we don't want to be taking too much on in this battle. We certainly win in the way of discipline, and same with morale and tactics. but it could certainly be more. So let's go ahead and, yeah, let's back on up just a fraction. Let's go, where do we want to retreat to? I think we'll go, over there. Okay. I suppose we don't get the same choices in this one. That's a little unfortunate, but we do have enough numbers to keep them somewhat in check. As soon as we get these forts, that will be useful. That defensive terrain will be good. Yeah, you can, yeah, you take some attrition, taking our forts, that's fine. It'll take you a little while. Let's go... Where do we want to move you? I think we'll go... We'll bring you forward slightly. Yeah, and I think the rest of you will just hang out for a little bit. No other armies are around. Yeah, maybe we should have built up another stack. We do have a little bit of room in our force limit, so we'll definitely go ahead and do that before we fight the Ottomans, but till then, I think we just play things a little bit safely. 22,000 men. Let's remove our cavalry and a couple of soldiers. Yeah, a couple of infantry. Let's just make sure that we're not taking too much attrition. And otherwise, we're just going to let things tick on by and see if we can get ourselves a quick siege. Alright, Boris Morozov has given us some extra administrative power. Brilliant, always good to have. 42%, You know what, maybe... it's a level 2 fort. Okay, so that's our problem. We definitely need to go ahead and upgrade a couple. So, we should do that, maybe not during this war. Actually, I don't think it's going to make a big difference. No. We're going to go ahead and do that now. How many things can we do? Let's sort by price. Muscovy probably needs one. We also need... Where is it? Pskov could be good. Yeah, Woods, that's a good defensive fort. Same for Novgorod. Yeah, St. Petersburg has already been upgraded. That is good for us there. Let's go... Luki or Polsk. Let's go here. Make sure that the ones that are going to be attacked first have the most defensiveness, and we'll do one in Ryazan as well. Yeah, solidify that position a little bit stronger, I think would be a good idea. We also have more church issues, gain a little bit of patriarchal authority, or lose some and lose inflation. Let's check out our economy. Well, we do have a little bit to go. We're making a very healthy sum of money a month, and religiously we're at 99%. Okay, that's going to hang around for a few years, so I suppose... what's in our best interests? Lose a little bit of inflation for free, and a little bit of loyalty. What do the patriarchs actively give us? They have tax modifier and stability cost. I suppose 10 would only get rid of the stability cost, and we're not looking for more, so you know what? Let's take that. There we go. That'll be fine. Still have those extra taxes, which is always nice to have. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Alright, so now what we've got to do is siege down a couple of things. Yeah, they did take the fort, but that was to be expected. Let's bring 24 stack, 21. Where are they heading? They're heading wrong direction. Alright, maybe if we can catch out a small stack, that's what we'll go for, but until then, I don't think there's much we're going to do. We're going to avoid the engagement until we can group on up. Alright, innovativeness for a little bit of patriarchal authority again. Tolerance of true faith. You know what? No, we're going to go ahead and pick up the free innovativeness. It's not a massive difference for us, so we may as well go ahead. And we can also keep converting, which will help us out, and I'm sure that will make them happier too. So, are there any more cores that we need? No, we just need to control the province. Oh, that's right, we have a missionary working there. Okay, well that is fine by me. Let's bring... yeah, them to stay for now. Let's go... 23,000. Let's see if we can catch these guys out. Maybe crush a small 7 stack. That would be easy. Also means that they can't protect themselves there. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Alright, someone's attacking Shu. That's fine. We don't really care about that. All that we need to do is focus on what's ahead of us. And it looks like we are going to take a nice and easy fight. Good, got that sorted. Hopefully we'll get Berlin. Berlin just is not falling, which is a very annoying thing. Alright, well, I guess we're just going to chill out for a little bit. And wait till we get the occupation. We did lose another... Oh, Brandenburg. We didn't even see you there. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and send that army up here. That will be easily taken back. Fortunately, we didn't get to go ahead and take that fight. That would have been good for us. Let's go ahead and bring you... Yeah, they're all kind of grouped up just a little bit. That makes me a little upset. We can't really fight them too strongly. Oh, and we have finally got that sorted out. Alright, so let's go ahead and group out our troops over here. We'll bring the reinforcement stack forwards. I think that'll be good. And now we should be able to start working through a little bit of their army and crush them a little bit. So, with this war, let's go ahead and figure out, because we've got a pretty good amount of war score against these guys. We wanted to go ahead and... Posen. Yes, that's what we want to take. And in this war overall, we want to take that whole state. So with that in mind, how much would that cost us? We need to take a fort as well, so we're going to need at least 50% war score. Nothing too serious, only a small chunk of power. Alright, this should be easy. Let's go ahead and go for the fort first. You know what? I feel like the fort is probably what we need to take so we can take that land. So we'll move you over there. That should be enough. We haven't quite taken out that group there. Yeah, if they're going to burn to attrition, I suppose that's fine by me. We have some really nice modifiers, being Russia. So that'd be good. Let's go ahead and replace our advisors, though. Let's go with a... do we go for... production, or taxes, or inflation? I think we'll go with some yearly inflation reduction. We've got a little bit of inflation, nothing too serious, but I suppose that will help. We'll go ahead and promote him, of course, making sure we make a fair bit of power. In fact, let's bring him up to level 3. I think we should do that with our other advisors as well. Not that we're particularly needing it, but if we have it, well, it's always useful. We'll either develop or take tech early. Who knows what kind of fun and games we could get up to. Alright, we have retaken our siege of our own fort, and now we can come on in and take on some Nurembergs in our defensive terrain. That would be particularly nice. Let's see. Anyone else we need to bring on in? I think we'll go... Yeah, let's bring you up into our land. I think that is useful. Make sure that we do have a good, solid fighting force. We're not really too worried. Bohemia is trying to take back another siege. But I suppose we can. So let's go ahead and do that. We did take this fight, so let's go ahead and see if we can crush Brandenburg. Let's bring them in this way, just in case they try and retreat from Prussia, if Prussia decides to jump on them. Yep, we did, and they will reinforce, which is very nice. 53,000 versus 12. I think we know which way that's going to go. And, oh, they're about to take back that other fort. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get ready to reinforce. I suppose we're just going to do a quick U-turn and send our armies around. It's not exactly ideal, and they are... Yeah, they're occupying someone, but it looks like they're more interested in our subjects than they are in us. Of course, that makes sense, because they should be scared of what we are capable of. Alright, no more of ours, and nothing for our subjects. So I suppose... what do we need to do? We need missionaries to finish, boring, and more missionaries. Okay, well, at least that's a reasonable reason for us to not be able to take it. Oh, and we jumped in a little bit too soon. Whoopsie daisies, I was planning on holding out for just a little bit before that fight. But, well, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and see. Extra prestige, yearly inflation. That is rather nice, but we don't really need the prestige. Admin power? Sure. And this is why we go ahead and make sure... you know what? Where are you heading? I suppose, yeah, we'll just keep you here and reinforce with this one. Okay, excellent. Got that stack. We can take this stack. We'll then come up and fight them too. Right, now with any luck, the AI will not take the 78%er. That is irritating. Alright, let's go ahead and march on in and see if we can get there before the next garrison tick. That would be very useful for us. In fact, we probably need to put the general on a better stack. We have... yeah, very few troops. Good grief, we've lost a lot of cannons in that. Alright, so since that's the case, let's go ahead and bring you guys somewhere forwards. And let's count up how many men that we're actually facing in this battle. At the moment, they have, what's this? 34, 44, so about... yeah, about 65,000, 70,000 troops. A new theologian, that's fine. Holy persons doing holy people things. Let's keep going converting. I think this should be fairly straightforward. We have... oh yeah, we did take that fort, so let's go ahead and see if we can take the land that we want. Well, not controlled by us or our allies. Okay, so we need to control it. So I suppose that fort was going to be necessary. Let's not take too much attrition. We need to be smart, so let's go ahead and start... oh, we'll break it down into 2 stacks. And we'll see if we can besiege the land that we are after. Let's just give it a check. It was this one here, and... that one there. 1, 2, 3... oh no, we have more... oh no, that's Poland. Oh dear, looks like I've got the, oh, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so there's only 3 pieces of land that they're after. Good to make note. Right, let's get that going and see what we can do here. Fortunately, yeah, that fort is going to take a little bit longer than I wanted. Oh, and it will fall to us. Less than 100 men. That is excellent. This should mean a fairly quick peace. Honestly, I don't care about fighting their armies too much. At the end of the day, we're trying to take what we want, but not weaken them to the point where the Ottomans can keep on fighting and growing. We'd rather the more Christian nations to be our neighbours up along here. We don't want these guys to become too powerful because they are already, well, they've taken out everybody else. The Mamluks are almost non-existent. All the way down, yeah, good grief. The Ottomans are going to be quite the challenge, and we don't need them to grow stronger. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and see. How much more do we need for our peace agreement once we do control the province? If we are to sue for peace, we need 49%. We're actively at 32%. We can take all the land, and that's 82%. Ugh. Alright, what about over here? If we were to take the land separately, we need 62. Well, what do we want to do? I think that has solidified what we need to do. We're going to go ahead and take this fight. 32 versus 20, maybe 25 is going to be necessary. Let's go ahead and also start working on their next fort. We'll bring you guys up a little bit closer. See if we can just base race these guys down. I think that's going to be the overall plan, and looks like these guys have gone to the north. Can we tell you to chase down enemy armies? That would be a good thing. Can we do that? Autonomous sieging? Not really. Alright, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and run you up here. We'll see if we can chase down some of them. Maybe Prussia will go ahead and attack. In fact, how are our settings? Yeah, we're set to siege. You know what? We'll keep, well, Norway's out of this fight, so we don't have to worry about them. That is not going to fight because they're too, Liberty Desire minded, so that only leaves us with Crimea and Prussia. Okay, Prussia, let's send you to aggressive. Let's go ahead and take on some armies. There's some small stacks lying around, and that would be useful. And far more useful than what we're dealing with at the moment. Let's quickly reinforce that there. I'm glad we saw that. Or that went too far. Unfortunately, we couldn't scorch earth to defend a little bit better. Do our 30,000 troops get in there? Yes, they do. Even Prussia sending in troops. Alright, and we won. Excellent. So, with that, can we... Who else is in this war? We have... Anhalt. And we have a Nuremberg. Nuremberg. Yeah, let's go... Let's march on over to Anhalt. See if we can piece out some of these one province miners dealing with, who are just being a little bit of a thorn on our side. Also pick up some national supply limit modify. Oh, that's very nice. That means we'll take a lot less attrition in our lands. We can house larger armies. That is exactly what we're after. Yeah, you know what? I think what we can do, yeah, just stand on them, crush them. Excellent. Let's see. Is that even enough to get you out? They're happy with a white piece. You know what? We're at 20%. Let's roll the dice for a couple of months. We'll see if we can get ourselves a free siege. We'll bring the other stack. We'll just keep them local. There we go. I think that will be fine. Yeah, we're not even going to bother with the rest. I think that'll be good. You guys have started to reinforce quite nicely. That is what we want to see. Oh, but you don't have enough men in the front lines. Okay, that's not ideal. Let's go ahead and... Let's go with some autonomous rebel suppression and see if you can re-siege some of our lands. That would be good. I think that's fairly decent. Oh no, manage autonomous sieging. That's what we're after. Yeah, go ahead and undo some of that. That would be useful. At least you will run away if any large armies come our way. I think that is, yeah, not terrible. Oh, and Prussia's going to get squashed. Oh, well, sorry about that, buddy. We are a little far away. Not going to be able to help you there. Well, I'm glad things are going not too badly. Obviously, we could be doing better, but all in all, I'm, yeah, fairly happy with the run. A little unfortunate we didn't get our objective with the achievement, but all in all, I think it's a pretty informative idea of how Russia runs. Never having played these guys before, I think we're doing, I'd say, adequately well. And yeah, I think it'll be good once we do finally fight the Ottomans, just kind of finish things up. It will certainly give us a much better insight the next time we try for this achievement in the future. Just seeing how things go, some of the politics in the area, and nations to be careful of. Yeah, I think all in all, I'm quite happy with the way things have been going, and hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series too. It's I know a lot of YouTubers don't exactly follow on with series too long. Normally I think I've seen most series ended around the 20 mark for episodes, so to be 60 odd episodes in is fairly insane, but yeah, I'm glad that you guys are here and enjoying it, or at least I hope you're enjoying it. And yeah, I've greatly appreciated seeing people actually enjoying the game. It's always nice. Alright, so now let's see. Can we get anything else? Let's just quickly check. Sieging the land back. Fairly minimal stacks actually. Let's see. If we count that out, that's 28,000, maybe 32 if we're lucky. Wait a second. Is that silly? Are they in this war? Huh. Oh, they're owned by somebody else. Okay, that makes a bit of sense. Well, what do we want to do? We can go... Oh, and we have a revolt in block. Okay. Well, you know what? As soon as we get this fort, that will be a couple of troops out of things, and we can take a little bit of cash. Mainly because I don't want them to have it. Let's go ahead and war reps, and you know what? You should become more orthodox. That's right, we're gonna stuff up the HRE a little bit. I think that seems pretty good. So let's go ahead and set that demand. Now they have to deal with a heretic prince, and I think that is rather hilarious. So, let's bring these guys up over here. Let's bring you... Actually, let's select those two armies. Where is our other one province minor? Yeah, Nuremberg. We'll stand you on top of there, and I think we might even white peace them, depending on what level of fort they have. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. This army, reclaiming land, that's always good to see, and this one, whereabouts are you guys? Yeah, just sort of playing ring around the rosy. Alright, well, either way, let's go, let's bring you guys back to a spot where you're not taking as much attrition at the very least. No point in, minimizing our manpower. Alright, 32,000 versus 18. I think that's going to be a pretty good fight, and we could probably win it. Yeah, they want to get out of there. So you know what? Let's go ahead and chase them down. Can we intercept them? That is the question. Now, they shouldn't have vision as to where we are, but unfortunately we are fighting a computer, so I'm sure they're going to cheat. And that does appear to be pretty much what's going on. Okay, so, you know what? I think we should piece these guys out as quickly as possible. See if we can get black flagged and avoid them. So let's go ahead and white piece them. There we go. Sort that out and make sure that we regroup them as well. We do not want to risk having them fought out in separate stacks. So let's run... Which way do we want to go? Could go down here, hills, but you'll definitely be outnumbered. And defensively that's terrible. Farmlands? Could do worse. You know what? Let's run on... Yeah, let's run the whole way back around. Make sure we keep a nice healthy distance away from their larger army. See if we can stack up a little bit of war score by taking out some of their forts. Yeah, I think that's not too bad a progress. So we could take this for 62. Definitely want more than that though. But if we do go ahead and take this... what have we got? Yeah, not enough war score. And of course, that is the war goal. Alright, well, you know what? That is your new objective. Make sure you get that war goal. Make sure we get that ticking war score. I think that's pretty good. Hopefully Prussia will start to decide to fight a little bit. We would prefer to take on some of their smaller armies and do a little bit of damage. Just a couple of battles against maybe 1 or 2 stacks just to get that war score up and going. But it seems like they're going to be a little bit of a pain in that regard. So I think this war might take a little bit longer than what we're after. The good news is though, it is now 1628, so we can go to war with some other people around. I believe we can go straight to war with Lithuania after this, which I'm definitely going to go ahead and do. We have some long-awaited claims that are rightfully ours, so I think that's what we'll work on. Level 4 fort, how are we doing? 15,000. Yeah, let's save ourselves some attrition. There we go, we'll select you, move you over here. Yeah, all that we need is Prussia to start getting a little bit aggressive. That would be really useful. They've got enough men. So if they would do that, I would be very happy. But unfortunately, in a game like EU4, you can never really rely upon the computer to help you out very well. It's, yeah, if you know that you're trying to rely on them to complete an objective, you're not going to do very good at all. Oh, you know what? You guys seem to be staying there briefly, so let's go ahead and back you into a corner and see if we can take that out while we wait. 8,000 men is certainly worth it. They should get trapped by our fort as well. Yeah, I think something like that could be very good for our war score. Alright, we have occupied a couple more places. Let's move you up over. Let's move one province over. We do have 20,000 men there, so let's go. Whereabouts are we going? We could reinforce if we must. Either way, actually. So you know what? No, we're going to hold off there for a second. We're also going to bring our troops and, yeah, take the province so they can only retreat through there. Make sure we entrap them. Alright, and we're just going to watch closely and see if they try to do anything funky. No? Turns out they don't want to fight us. That is fair enough. Yeah, for the first time in a while, we've actually taken a pretty solid position as a front line, which they will struggle to take. Ooh, and a cathedral for Starodub. Okay, lose admin power gain, patriarchal authority, local unrest. Or we can repair the damages, but no more. You know what? I suppose a little bit of unrest would not go astray, but let's see. Minus 4.3. Yeah, war exhaustion is going up. That overextension isn't good. You know what? Let's go ahead and pick that up, just so we're a little bit better off. A little bit of admin power is probably worth the cost. And you know what? Wait a second. We don't want to go ahead and do that. Let's quickly scorch the earth here and reinforce. Yeah, we're going to be taking this fight. Yeah, they're still moving in. They're locked in. Good thing is, scorching the earth has slowed them down just a fraction. Now, this fight is in grasslands, it seems. So we stand a decent chance. Hopefully with some reinforcements. Come on, hurry up. If we reinforce any day now. Oh, really? Oh, they decided they didn't want anything. Okay, we snatched a victory from the jaws of defeat right there. That was very, very close. Okay, well then, let's bring you guys just back one. I don't think we want to risk that again, and we'll also bring you a little bit closer as well. Just make sure that our armies are close. We don't really want to be spending too much. We already need 16,000 manpower. Yeah, it's not ideal, but well, at least we have the Scorch Earth, and that did help us out there and not lose that army. So you know what? I think we might leave things here for today. It's been a little bit of a slog this episode. It haven't particularly been too effective. I seem to have forgotten that Bohemia is a little bit harder to push over than some of our other ones. Good news is they have no manpower. Brandenburg is basically out for the count, so it should not take us very much in the next one. So if you do want to continue seeing this series, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to catch all future episodes, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.